Hello and welcome to the Sunday Sports Extra. I'm Andrew Chernoff. Another jam-packed show for you tonight. We will hear from Texans head coach Gary Kubiak on his team's big win yesterday. Plus, we preview tomorrow night's BCS National Championship game. But first, we begin with something a little bit different. Now, you're used to seeing players and coaches here on the show a lot, but tonight we have either their best friends or biggest enemies on the baseball diamond, depending on how they see the game is going. Texas Association of Sports Officials members Ira Braneff and its Sheriff Ed Cain join us tonight. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you for having us here.
Hey, no problem, guys. Thank you. So you guys just got back from your Houston winter meetings. What did you guys do there? It looked like a very busy itinerary.
Well, it was. It really was jam-packed. It was all day Friday and all day Saturday. We had training clinics that members went to. I think for statewide, I think we had close to 600 members there. We had a little over 30 members of our chapter locally that were there. Yeah, it really was. And this was the first year also we had baseball and softball at the same time, and it worked out a whole lot better than I think folks thought it was going to.
Can you give us a little sneak peek at some of the changes that are going to take place this year?
Well, I'll let Ed address that because he's our training director. So.
Okay. Well, one of the things that we continue to work on in the last couple of years has been the bats. In the past, there have been all kinds of bats out there, all kinds of controversy about bats. So the bats have changed, and this year we are using the BB Core bats that are approved and have the BB Core stamp on them. We won't use any bat that doesn't have that in high school baseball. Another thing is the few little tweaks on the pitching changes, such as when a new pitcher comes in, we allow them so many pitches, but they've changed this year in that if we have a pitcher that's either ejected or injured and we have to bring another pitcher in, we'll give him as many pitches as he needs to get warmed up because he's coming fresh out of the dugout, good chance of it.
Your chapter also did something very cool earlier this week. We were there. 6 scholarships were awarded to 6 local athletes for $1,000 each. What does that mean to do that every single year?
Well, again, it's very important to us that we participate in that, and we're very proud of our chapter. As I stated at that meeting, we're probably the second largest giving group in the state of Texas, only behind the chapter in Houston. They give away over $50,000, but they've got 400 members. But we're very proud of that. I will state this, there's one thing. We have our scholarship tournament that we have in June of every year, and that's where we make the funds that we do. But we make enough funds in that to give away our scholarships, and we're trying to do something. And our big thing right now, we talked about it a lot this weekend, and I've got some guys that are going to spearhead that. Probably we're going to have our first annual T.A.S.O golf tournament, and probably be maybe the end of July, 1st of August.
The organization's next meeting is Wednesday, January 9th. It's a training class from what I've heard. What's going to be taught in the training class?
Well, I'll let
Ed,
he's our training director, so I'll let him say what he's going to talk about this week.
We start at actually we started early this year. We started in December, which is good. We used to start in the first Wednesday of January, and it was kind of a little bit behind. We wanted to start a little earlier this year to get some of the training in, to give every opportunity for the people that see this broadcast as well. It's not too late to come out and join the chapter and get the training and hit the fields and have fun with baseball. But we start with the rule books, and then there's a lot more than just the rules of baseball. That's what a lot of people miss. The biggest issue is the mechanics of where, there's a certain place we need to be each play, each situation. That we need to be at a certain place making a certain call, and a lot of people don't understand that. And so it's really fascinating to come out and learn, if you're a baseball fan, to come out and learn this side of it, because I played the game, I called Little League baseball, but then when I got into high school baseball, you see a big difference. And then, of course, I'm sure it gets bigger than that at college and the pro level.
We'll have a 20-hour show to let you know all the mechanics about baseball as well. And then
there's a lot to learn about it.
And then, Ira, I'll get you guys out of here on this last question. How do you join the chapter?
Well, it's very simple. You can either come to our meeting, get there just a little bit early if you'd like. Our meeting time starts at 7 o'clock, but the training starts at 5:30?
5:30 to 6
o'clock. But we're at the American Legion Hall on Pennsylvania Street here in Beaumont. And anyone is welcome to come. If you want to fill out your application ahead of time, you can go to our website. We have a tremendous website. It's TASOBeaumont.org. And that registration form is right there, and you can complete that. and bring that to us, and we'll be glad to have you.
Good stuff. Thank you guys
Okay.
very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Andrew,
Thank you
for having us.
And we'll definitely follow the tournament and the golf outing.
We appreciate that.
I
We'll
golf,
let you
by the
know.
way. I just want to throw that out there.
There you go.
We'd like to have you.
Yeah.